Hello to everybody students, welcome to our English class. So in our last class we have seen that we have started our 6th unit, that is about the art and culture. So from that unit we have came across the lesson. What is the name of that lesson? Art and culture. From the unit art and culture we have came across the first lesson, the story of ikat, how the fabrics are made. Okay, so that we have learned. Now from the reading we are going to learn something about new, the poem. That is the poem. The name of the poem is the Earthen Goblet. Okay, the Earthen Goblet, children. Now, so it is present in the page number 95. Already I have written on the blackboard. So without getting any confused in opening the textbook, directly go to the page number 95. There one poem is present, children. So we have discussed about what here 6th unit, art and culture. Yes or no? How art is nothing but color, children, right? And culture is nothing but Samskruti, will tell, no? Yes or no? So in India, many people have different art and culture, right? So here in this poem, what is described here? What is described that we are going to see? What is described means here the poet is asking to the goblet how he felt, how the poet is asking for the goblet. I have drawn that very beautiful picture on the blackboard. Refer to the blackboard. So have you seen here how this goblet is speaking with the poet when the poet is asking the question? Yes or no? So how he is feeling, expressing. The goblet is expressing his views. Okay, how the potter has made to him, children. How the potter has made. Potter means Kummarivaadu. Kummarivaadu, you will tell, no, children, who will make the pots or who will make the vessels or different things. So let us start here. The earthen goblet. The earthen goblet. Now the earthen is nothing but the vessel. Sorry, goblet is nothing but the vessel which is made up of with the mud, children. Okay, so the goblet which is made up of with the mud. Mud, from where we are getting the mud? We are getting the mud from the earth only. So directly we can tell the earthen goblet. The earthen goblet. Now, O silent goblet, red from head to heel, how did you feel when you were being filled upon the potter's wheel before the potter gave you to the world? See how we are going to feel when the potter is going to give one shape in front of the world. The author is asking means, see children. So before going to start our explanation, let us see here how the potter is making the pots, utensils or vessels, glasses, whatever it may be. Right? So have you seen, I think, and some children are belonging from the potter's family, I think. Even though their family members did not prepare anything in this new generation time, but in olden days their family members would have prepared all the things, I think. Now let us read the poem once, then afterwards I will give the explanation for you. O silent goblet, red from head to heel, how did you feel when you were being twirled upon the potter's wheel before the potters gave you to the world? I felt a conscious impulse in my clay to break away from the great potter's hand that buried so warm. I felt a vast feeling of sorrow to be cast into my present form before that fatal hour that saw me captured on the potter's wheel and cast into his crimson goblet sleeve. I used to feel the fragrant friendship of a little flower whose root was in my bosom buried deep. The potter has drawn out the living breath of me and given me a form which is the death of me. My past unshapely nature state was best with just one flower flaming through my breast. See here. Let us start our explanation. O silent goblet, red from head to heel. O silent goblet, what is the color of your body here? You are completely in red in color. Okay, children. So if you see in the picture, it is given the complete goblet's color is in red in color. Yes or no? So O silent goblet. Here the silent means how the poet is denoting. See children here. The poet is denoting that the silent the silent, it will be very silent and children, things cannot speak actually, right? But we can just imagine. Suppose when we are going to ask the question, we should to imagine that it is giving, it is sharing his sorrowness. Okay. O silent goblet, read from head to heel, how did you feel when you were being filled upon the potter's wheel? Before the potter gave you to the world, how did you feel? Okay, how did you feel when the potter has given to you for this world? Okay, how did you feel when you were being twirled? Twirled. Twirled is nothing but turn something round and round. Twirling, children. Okay, so have you seen? Have you referred to the potter's home? And at his home, the potter had one wheel. Okay, how you are able to see? No, here one wheel is there. No, upon that wheel he can make the different pots and the utensils. Okay, or vessels also we can tell, children. So like that. So how did you feel when the potter is being twirled for you upon the potter's wheel before the potter gave you to the world? Okay. So before the potter gave you to the world, that means before the shape as given by the potter, how did you feel? The poet is asking. Now the complete explanation, the feeling of sorrow. Okay, how did he felt? The sorrowness was explained in the second stanza here. I felt a conscious impulse in my clay. So I felt a conscious means I felt alive. Okay, I felt alive. Conscious is nothing but I felt a alive impulse in my clay. Okay, so I felt alive when I was present in the clay, to break away from the great potter's hand that burned so warm. Okay, so when I was present in the earth, the clay, when it was present in the earth, I became conscious. I was very conscious during the time. But when the potter has taken to me in his hands, okay, and when he was making the shape of the goblet, I felt that burnt so warm. Okay, that burnt so warm when he was making the shape with his hand. No, and during that time I felt very warm. Okay, I felt very warm. I felt a vast is nothing but huge or great. Okay, I felt a great feeling of sorrow to be cast. Okay, I felt a very sad, children. Okay, I felt a very great sad. Okay, I felt very great sad. Okay, sorrow to be cast. Cast is nothing but appearing into one shape, children. Okay, appearing into one shape. Okay, appearing or giving into one shape also. Feeling of sorrow. When the potter is giving to me one shape, I felt very sorrow. Into my present form. Into my present form. So present form is what here? The mud. The potter has collected the mud from the earth and he has taken, filled and make the paste. He made the paste for the mud. Then afterwards he filled on the wheels. Okay, when he was twirling, he had a lot of he got a lot of warmth during twirling. Now last one is he felt very sorrow when the present state has came. No, when the present form, when he got the present form, that means this is a goblet. No, when it got the present form, it felt very sorrow. Before that fatal hour, that was me captured on the potter's wheel. Before that fatal hour, fatal means fatal is nothing but causing death. Before fatal hour, before I am going to have death, that saw me captured on the potter's wheel. Okay, so before I am going to death, what the potter has done? The potter has taken me and he has kept on the potter's wheel and cast into his crimson goblet sleep. So after making the shape of him, what he has done? Okay, and cast into his crimson goblet sleep. Cast is nothing but he made the shape or appearing into the shape. He appeared into the shape into his crimson goblet sleep. Okay, he made the shape. Then afterwards he has burnt. He has burnt him. I think so, children. The cast into his crimson. Crimson is nothing but red in color. Okay, red in color. So the cast into his crimson goblet sleep. I used to feel the fragrant friendship of a little flower whose roots was in my bosom buried deep. Okay, whenever he is making into one shape, I felt very sorrow. I feel that I have missed the fragrance of the flowers, children. Okay, why? Why the goblet is telling he is missing the fragrance of the flowers? Actually, the place of the goblet, the earthen goblet, not goblet children, the place of the earthen goblet was actually in the ground, on the ground, okay, on the ground. So it was taken from the earth, that mud was taken in the from the earth, and it was filled and made into the goblet shape. Goblet shape. Now this goblet is used by the person. Now he is not going to have the fragrance of those flowers. He tells that, the goblet tells that I am going to miss those flowers fragrance. Okay. Those root was in my bosom buried deep. Okay. So whose flowers? Okay. What are the flowers are there? No, the flower plants are present on the ground. So that if they are present on the ground means the complete roots are present in the earth. No. So he is missing those whose roots are buried in my bosom buried deep. Okay. Whose roots was in my bosom buried deep. Bosom is nothing but to chest, children. Okay. I am missing those flowers fragrance. Which flowers plants roots are buried in my heart. That fragrance I am going to miss now. The potter has drawn out the living breath of me. Okay, the potter has drawn means the potter, this potter has taken me from the earth and he has taken the death of me. Okay, taken out the living breath of me, that means he had made me dead and given me a form which is the death of me. Okay, so he has taken the clay, that is the natural shape of the goblet. That is the natural shape of the goblet. He has taken the clay and he has made me into the goblet. Okay, next one, he has taken me the death also he is telling, and given me a form which is the death of me, and given me a form. Form means which form he has given? The potter has given the form of the goblet. Okay, and given the form which is the death of me. So it is not live now, children. It is not live now. Okay, it was a shape of the dead body now. My past unshaped natural state was best. So the goblet, what it is saying, my past unshaped natural state was best. What is the shape, natural state here? The natural state is whenever the goblet is present in the shape of the mud, it is the best place for him. The past unshapely natural state was best, with just one flowers flaming through my breast. So upon the land, wherever the clay used to be on the earth, so upon the earth flower plants will be children. So that flower, from that flower plants, flowers are shining through by breast. Breast is nothing but, children, the upper portion of the chest of female woman. Okay, female woman. Okay, children, so this is the poem about the earthen goblet, and it was written by Harindranath Chattopadhyaya, children. Okay, Harindranath Chattopadhyaya. Let us see the biography of the Harindranath Chattopadhyaya, about the poet he has given. Harindranath Chattopadhyaya, children. Dhyaya, not dhyaye. Okay, Chattopadhyaya. Chattopadhyaya. So he was born on 2nd April 1898 in Hyderabad. That means he is very familiar to our state. Yes or no? So he was born in Hyderabad in a Bengali Hindu Kulin Brahmin family to Agharnath Chattopadhyaya and Barada Sundari Devi. So here the parents' names also mentioned here. He was born in the year 1898 and his parents were Agharnath Chattopadhyaya and Barada Sundari Devi is the mother. He was a multi-talented personality as an Indian English poet, a dramatist, an actor, a musician, and a member of the first Lok Sabha from Vijayawada constituency. So, in spite of being poet, he is one of the actor also. Okay. Poet in the sense he is a multi-talented personality as an Indian English poet. Okay, he used to write many different types of poems. Multi-talented personality in an Indian English poet. A dramatist, the persons who makes the dramas, he is one of the dramatists also. An actor, that means he used to participate in the films also. Actor. A musician who makes the music. Yes or no? So he is one of the musicians also. And a member of the first Lok Sabha from the Vijayawada constituency. He is one of the Lok Sabha member of Vijayawada constituency, children. Okay. Now, next one. He was the younger brother of Sarojini Naidu, the first woman president of Indian National Congress. Okay, Sarojini Naidu. Have you heard about this famous personality, children? Yes. So he is one of the first woman Indian president of Indian National Congress. Okay, first president of the Indian National Congress. Now he is famous for poems like Noon and Shaper Shaped. So Harindranath Chattopadhyay is one of the famous poet. And he is one of the younger brother of Sarojini Naidu, who is very familiar. So both of them have not only read the poem, they have participated in the constituency, children. So next one, he is famous for poems like Noon and Shaper Shaped. So his famous poems are Noon and the Shaper Shaped poem, children. So this is our complete Earthen Goblet poem. So we have completed the poem. Read the poem once or twice, then only you can understand easily, children. Okay, with this I am ending my class. In the next class we are going to have another topic. Bye to everybody.